We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that. Hey, welcome aboard. Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. Hey, friend, need something? Here's what I got. Sir?
We won't. Glad you're with us.
Hard to believe this place used to be a luxury resort, huh? Don't tell the troopers, but the grub here is way better than the mess tent. Oh, hell. What is it now? I've been here since the first push into Vegas. Back in the day, this camp was the hotspot for conflicts with the Legion. These days, I spend most of my time trying to beat a little discipline into the soldiers under my command. I've gotten soft with no action. Yeah, well, somebody has to wrangle those washouts and losers. Somebody's got to turn them into a real fighting force. Disappointed. We call them the misfits for a reason. They're undisciplined, lazy, and they have absolutely no esprit de corps. The squad leader's got some promise, kid named Mags. But as for the rest, I don't see much hope. I'm going to make them shape up if it kills me, though. Or them, for that matter. You're welcome to try. Hell, maybe they'll listen to somebody they don't see as an authority figure. Man, it's my life. I joined up when I was 16. I don't know how to do anything else. Yeah, well, I didn't want to get promoted out of the field. I didn't join up to drive a desk. Yeah, whatever.
We won't... When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more
Glad you're
gambling.
with us.
I'm assuming you aren't associated with the Army or the Rangers. What can I do for you? In a strictly official capacity, no. However, as I am by far the most intelligent and resourceful figure on this base, I feel it's safe to say the soldiers here look up to me. Genius is seldom appreciated in its own time. It's a simple idea. The Army offers fiscal security and generous benefits at the cost of substantial. If you perform too poorly, they'll scrub you out. Perform too well, and you get sent to the front lines. All I have to do is ride that mediocrity gradient to a cushy, do-nothing job miles away from the war. To what purpose? It's highly... Suffice to say, I'm a certified genius, and when I'm discharged from this pit of testosterone and failure, I'll have all the money I could ever need. That seems highly illogical. What reason would he have for doing that? This is an unexpected variable. I had hoped to coast on an easy wave of mediocrity to a cushy government pension. Your insults are both unhelpful and unwanted. I'll thank you to keep them to yourself. And what do you propose? An intriguing proposition. Company readiness reports are logged on the computer systems at the resort. If you hack the system, you could alter our records. Such an attempt, however, is likely to thwart efforts to motivate the squad to do actual work. If such is your goal, you should look elsewhere. As you wish. I'm sure the optimal solution will become apparent to you in time. I somehow suspect you'll be back to converse with me later.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. Howdy, great to see you. They're mostly pretty nice. Poindexter showed me how to make fireworks. Raz kind of scares me sometimes, but I don't mind. He's had a hard life. Oh, it's a fine place. The lake is real pretty, and we don't get bothered much by them Legion fellers. Well, as it turns out, we had a string of bad harvests a few years back. Pa said he couldn't afford to feed but 3 youngins or we'd starve. As the biggest one, it was my job to go join the army so's my sisters could eat, and so's we wouldn't all be killed by raiders, and Jesus would love us. It's all right, I guess. I don't like all the fighting we gotta do, though. I ain't scared. I just don't like hurting folks is all. Ma always used to tell me, boy, you're the biggest and the strongest, so every day she told me that. Well, I was born on a farm out in California. Didn't ever have no problems, really, except for some lean years. To me? I'll tell you what I think this squad needs. A little more basic human niceness. That's right. Folks just don't talk to other folks. And everybody's always cross with each other. That'd be swell. Only if they knew the idea came from me, they probably wouldn't take you serious no more. So maybe you ought to think about it first. And I sure hope you're more convincing than I am, or they ain't gonna listen. Whatever you think's best. What you want, Holmes? We don't talk too much, mostly. Poindexter's a smart-ass prick. Well, Hanrahan's a big pussy, ain't good for shit in a fight. And Mags? Well, Mags is cut out for something other than soldiering, you dig? Whatever. Not like I need any of them. I do just fine on my own. Ain't much to tell. Grew up out west, in the boneyard. Heard of it? Yeah, not many people have. Wasn't really a good place for kids, you know. I joined up to get out. My family's still back there. What do you want to know? Whole place used to be some kind of rich bastard resort. Now the Rangers use the old resort, and we grunts get to live in tents. Fucking typical. Yo, I'll tell you what this squad needs. A healthy dose of angry juice. Psycho, the big red one. I used to run with the fiends. I still got the hookups. Smuggle some in and you'll see an improvement. Whatever. Shit, man, it was this or the fiends. And fiends don't last too long. At least this way, the badasses with the top shelf guns are on my side.
Hey, glad to see you haven't gotten yourself killed yet. Not much to tell, really. I grew up in New Reno, joined up, took my shot at being a ranger, didn't make it, so I'm stuck with this crew of jokers. Gee, I don't know. Maybe because I'm saddled with the worst damn unit in the NCR Army. Think that might have something to do with it? Yeah, I mean, no. They're okay people, but they don't care, you know? They don't have any ambition, no drive. They're slacking off, and that reflects badly on me. Please. Camp Golf is where they shuffle off anybody they don't want anymore. Assignment here is a career ender. Easy. This is where they send all the fuck-ups and people they don't want. But hey, It's not like I'm bitter or anything. I guess I wanted to make something of myself, you know? Be the best of the best. I wanted to be your... He did, huh? Well, good luck with that. You'd have an easier time teaching radroaches to march in formation. Well, if you ask me, what we really need is to get this whole squad out on the practice range. Shape up our marksmanship and explosive skill. I'm sure the others have their own ideas, though. Okay, I'll be here if you come.
Howdy, great to see you. You did? Does that... Okay.
Glad to see you haven't gotten yourself killed yet. Yeah, what about it? I told you we need marksmanship and explosive handling improvements. Glad to see you haven't gotten yourself killed yet.
What you want, Holmes? Like... We don't talk too much. Well, shit, maybe you're right. Guess I ought to give him a shot. Right.
Glad to see you haven't gotten yourself killed yet. Yeah, they're slacking off, and that reflects back. You really think so? Hell, I guess it's worth a shot. Sure, see you around.
You've done an excellent job ingratiating yourself to the top brass. I assume this is some sort of stratagem? And... as you wish. In... You're trying to appeal to my ego. I must admit it's an effective tactic. All right, I'll help. But only because I want to see if it's even possible. I somehow suspect you'll be back to...
Howdy, great to see you. Boy, the squad sure is working together a lot better now. I think we're gonna be A-okay. Toodaloo.
The squad really seems to be working together better. It's nice for a change.
I thought all that touchy-feely teamwork bullshit was kind of fruity. Kind of feels good knowing my squad's got my back.
There are so many refugees to care for.
The followers are always on the lookout for new friends like yourself.
That is one battered eyebot. It's a miracle it's still functioning.
Wish the followers would get me some better armor.
When people have got nothing left, they can always turn to the followers. That is one battered eyebot. It's a miracle.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you? What's up?
Well, when two people really love each other, you really don't know this stuff yet? Yep, it's your typical city layout. Rich people in a gated community surrounded by extreme poverty. House gave the area around the strip to the locals, but he has no interest in it, so he ignores it entirely. It just needs new management. I'd love to see the Brotherhood do it, but since the Codex doesn't say clean up Freeside, no one listens to me. Bunch of sticklers.
See you around.